The path to success is not paved with luck or fleeting moments of inspiration. It is built, brick by brick, with habit small, consistent actions that sculpt the mind, shape the character, and define the destiny. To think about getting rich, to change yourself, to live positively, and to become a better person every day is to embrace these habits, not as chores, but as the sacred rituals of your transformation. Success is not a distant dream. It is the natural outcome of who you become through what you do repeatedly. So listen carefully, because what follows is not a list of empty platitudes. These are 10 powerful habits, life-altering principles that demand your full attention and unwavering commitment. They are your blueprint to rise beyond mediocrity, to stand taller than your fears, and to master the art of becoming unstoppable. First, cultivate an attitude of relentless gratitude. The successful do not wait for fortune to smile upon them. They find reasons to be grateful in every moment, in every challenge, in every setback. Gratitude is the alchemy that turns scarcity into abundance, hardship into opportunity. It rewires your mind to focus on what you have, not what you lack, fueling your momentum with appreciation, so fierce it becomes unbreakable. Second, master your communication, not just the words you speak, but the thoughts you nurture and the silences you hold. Communication is the bridge between dreams and reality. When you learn to listen more than you speak, to express clearly without aggression, to connect without compromise, you command respect. Your ideas become invitations, your presence becomes magnetic, and your relationships become the fertile ground where your success takes root. Third, build unwavering self-discipline. It is the silent engine that powers your will when motivation falters. Discipline is the daily choice to do what must be done, not what feels easy or comfortable. It is waking before the world stirs, honing your craft when others rest, pushing through the fatigue that would stop the average. Self-discipline separates the dreamers from the doers. It is the invisible force that turns potential into power. Fourth, guard your mind fiercely. Success requires a mindset cultivated with precision. Feed it with knowledge, shield it from negativity, and challenge the limiting beliefs that whisper lies. Your mind is a garden plant. Seeds of possibility. Water them with persistence, and uproot the weeds of doubt. The thoughts you entertain become the actions you take. The actions you take become the results you achieve. Fifth, embrace the habit of continuous learning. The world does not stand still, and neither can you. Seek wisdom relentlessly in books, in people, in failures, and in the silence of reflection. Learn not to accumulate information, but to transform it into insight and application. This hunger for growth keeps you ahead of the curve, sharpens your edge, and fuels the evolution of your success. Sixth, practice intentional time management. Time is your most precious asset, and how you spend it defines your trajectory. Prioritize tasks that align with your goals, eliminate distractions that steal your focus, and create rituals that honor your productivity. Remember, the difference between those who succeed and those who do not often lies in how they respect their own time. Seventh, cultivate resilience in the face of failure. Understand that setbacks are not endpoints but crucial chapters in your story. Each failure is a lesson cloaked in disguise, a test of your resolve, an opportunity to rise stronger. Resilience is not born in comfort. It is forged in the fires of adversity. Learn to welcome challenge as a trusted teacher rather than an enemy. Eighth, nurture your physical and mental health. Your body is the vessel through which your success flows. Strengthen it with movement, nourish it with wholesome food, and quiet it with rest. Mental health is equally vital. Practice mindfulness. Meditate on your purpose, and surround yourself with positive influences. A sound body and a clear mind create the foundation upon which all achievement stands. Ninth, develop the habit of giving. True success is not measured by what you accumulate, but by what you contribute. Giving of your time, your knowledge, your resources creates a flow of abundance that returns multiplied. It connects you to a purpose greater than yourself and fosters a spirit of generosity that enriches every facet of your life. 10th, cultivate unwavering faith in yourself and the process. Trust that every step you take, no matter how small or challenging, is moving you closer to your vision. Believe in your capacity to grow beyond your circumstances, to overcome obstacles, and to manifest the life you desire. Faith is the compass that guides you through uncertainty. It is the quiet certainty that victory belongs to the persistent. These 10 habits are not isolated actions, but interconnected threads weaving the fabric of your success. They demand consistency, courage, and conviction. They ask you to show up every day, to rise above excuses, and to choose growth over comfort. Remember, wealth is not just about money. It is about richness, in character, in relationships, in purpose. Changing yourself is the greatest investment you can make, for it yields returns that compound exponentially over a lifetime. Living positively is the light that attracts opportunity, connection, and joy. Being better every day is the promise you make to your future self, a commitment that shapes your legacy. This is your moment to embody these habits not as fleeting resolutions, but as enduring pillars of your existence. To transform the way you think, act, and live. To step into a life where success is not a destination, but the natural expression of who you have become. Rise, build, thrive. The habits you choose today carve the path to your greatness tomorrow. Success is not an accident. It is a daily commitment to habits that sculpt your character and define your future. Begin each morning with intention, recognizing that your attitude sets the tone for everything that follows. Speak with purpose and listen with empathy, for communication is the bridge to influence and connection. Harness self-discipline as the engine driving your progress, pushing through resistance when motivation wanes. Guard your mind against negativity and cultivate thoughts that empower, for your mindset is the fertile soil where success grows. Embrace learning as a lifelong journey, seeking wisdom in every experience and applying it relentlessly. Manage your time like a precious currency, investing it in actions aligned with your highest goals. When faced with failure, respond with resilience, understanding setbacks as the forging fires of strength. Nurture your body and mind through care and balance, recognizing that health is the foundation of sustained achievement. Give generously, knowing that abundance flows when shared freely, enriching both giver and receiver. Above all, maintain unwavering faith in your purpose and process, trusting that persistence will carry you through uncertainty to triumph. These habits weave together not as isolated tasks, but as the seamless fabric of a life transformed, a life where richness is measured not just by wealth, but by growth, contribution, and unshakable inner strength. Embrace them fully, walk their path daily, and watch as the person you become attracts the success you deserve. The journey to greatness begins with the simple decision to change, the courage to persist, and the wisdom to build each day on the last, until the masterpiece of your life stands undeniable. Success is not a distant prize to be won, but a living reality you cultivate moment by moment through your habits. It begins the instant you decide that your attitude will no longer be at the mercy of circumstance or the opinion of others. Your attitude is a beacon, the light that guides your ship through fog and storm, the seed from which every fruit of achievement grows. When you embrace gratitude as the lens through which you view the world, even obstacles become opportunities, and setbacks become stepping stones. Gratitude turns scarcity into abundance, fear into fuel, and hesitation into unstoppable momentum. Your words are not mere sounds. They are the architects of your destiny. To master communication is to master connection with yourself, with others, with the vast potential that lies ahead. Speak with intention, not to fill silence, but to shape reality. Listen as though the answers to your future are whispered in the quiet spaces between words. When you express clearly, calmly, and confidently, you draw people to your vision like a magnet, building bridges where others see walls. Self-discipline is the silent forge where greatness is hammered into being. It is the choice to do what is necessary when your emotions scream for comfort, the commitment to show up even when the fire of motivation flickers low. Discipline carves away distraction and excuses, revealing the iron will beneath. It is not punishment, but liberation. For only through self-mastery can you truly be free. The disciplined mind is a fortress. Inside, your dreams grow safe from the siege of doubt and delay. The mind is a garden that must be tended with care. Plant seeds of knowledge, water them with persistence, and uproot the weeds of negative thought that threaten to choke your growth. Feed your intellect with books, conversations, and reflections that challenge and expand your worldview. Protect your mind from the poison of gossip, envy, and limiting beliefs. The thoughts you nurture will shape your reality, and the reality you create will reflect the dominion you hold over your inner world. Learning is the heartbeat of progress. To stop learning is to start dying slowly. Every experience, whether triumph or failure, is a lesson etched into your character. Approach life with the curiosity of a scholar and the humility of a student, knowing that wisdom is a river with no end. Turn information into insight, and insight into action. The hunger to grow, to evolve, to become better than you were yesterday is the spark that ignites continual transformation. Time is the currency of the successful, spent not on trivial distractions but invested in the pursuits that yield the greatest returns. Master the art of prioritization, focus on the vital few rather than the trivial many. Guard your schedule fiercely, for lost time is lost life. Build rituals that carve out sacred space for your highest work, and say no unapologetically to anything that dilutes your focus. Remember, productivity is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters most with excellence. Resilience is the armor forged in the crucible of adversity. Failure is not a defeat, but a powerful teacher, revealing the gaps in your strategy and the depth of your resolve. Cultivate the mindset that setbacks are temporary and growth is inevitable. When life pushes you down, rise with more wisdom, more strength, and more clarity. Your resilience is not born in ease, but in enduring the storms and refusing to be broken by them. Your body is the temple of your ambitions. Nourish it with movement, rest, and wholesome nutrition to sustain the energy needed for relentless pursuit. Mental health is equally critical. Cultivate stillness through mindfulness, reflection, and connection with your purpose. The union of physical vitality and mental clarity creates the foundation upon which your success will stand unshaken. Generosity is the hidden engine of abundance. Give not because you have excess, but because giving expands your capacity to receive. Share your time, your knowledge, and your resources without expectation. In the act of giving, you create ripples that return to you multiplied. Generosity connects you to something greater than yourself and infuses your journey with meaning beyond material gain. Finally, hold faith like a torch in the darkest night. Believe in your capacity to change, to grow, to overcome. Trust the process even when the path is unclear, and know that persistence is the bridge between desire and fulfillment. Faith is not blind optimism, but a deep knowing that every step forward moves you closer to the life you envision. It fuels hope, steadies your spirit, and propels you when all else seems uncertain. These habits weave together into a tapestry of transformation not overnight, but through consistent, committed action. They demand courage to face discomfort, humility to learn from failure, and strength to rise beyond past limitations. Embrace them fully, and you do more than change your circumstances. You become the architect of your destiny, the author of your legacy, and the embodiment of your highest potential. Your journey to wealth, to positive change, to becoming better every day, is not a sprint but a marathon of habits. These 10 principles are your compass and your fuel. Follow them with unwavering resolve, and watch as the life you imagine unfolds before your eyes, not as a dream deferred, but as a reality earned. Rise now, build relentlessly, transform without apology. The life of your dreams is crafted habit by habit, moment by moment. Choose wisely what you do today, for it writes the story of your tomorrow. The journey toward success is not marked by sudden leaps or miraculous breaks. It is traced in the quiet, consistent footsteps of daily habits. Each one, a deliberate stroke on the canvas of your life. These habits are more than routines. They are the sacred rituals that bind your vision to reality, the invisible architecture that supports your greatest aspirations. To think about getting rich, to change yourself fundamentally, to live positively, and to be a better person every day is to embrace these habits with fierce dedication. They are the lifeblood of transformation. Begin with your attitude, for it is the lens through which all experiences are filtered. A positive, grateful heart sees opportunity where others see obstacles. It finds lessons in failure and hope in despair. This attitude is not born from naivety, but from choice, a conscious decision to see the good, to acknowledge blessings, and to fuel your spirit with optimism. Without this, even the grandest plans crumble under the weight of doubt and negativity. Next, wield the power of your words with intention and care. Communication is the currency of influence and connection. Speak not to fill silence, but to build bridges. Listen not to respond, but to understand. Master the art of expressing your thoughts clearly and calmly, for words can create worlds or destroy them. The way you communicate shapes your relationships, your opportunities, and ultimately, your destiny. Self-discipline is your steadfast companion on this path. It is the unyielding force that propels you forward when motivation wanes and distractions beckon. Discipline means doing what is necessary, even when it is hard, uncomfortable, or inconvenient. It is the quiet voice that says, keep going, long after enthusiasm has faded. Through discipline, you transform potential into achievement and dreams into reality. Guard your mind as the sanctuary it is. Feed it with knowledge, inspiration, and positivity. Weed out the toxic thoughts that breed fear, doubt, and complacency. Your mindset determines how you perceive challenges and opportunities alike. Cultivate a mindset of growth, resilience, and possibility. Remember, the thoughts you entertain become the actions you take, and the actions you take become the results you achieve. Commit to lifelong learning. Success is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and improvement. Seek wisdom from books, mentors, experiences, and even failures. Let every day be an opportunity to expand your understanding, refine your skills, and deepen your insight. The hunger to learn keeps you ahead, sharpens your edge, and fuels your evolution. Manage your time with precision and purpose. Time is the most precious resource you have once spent. It can never be regained. Prioritize tasks that align with your highest goals and values. Eliminate distractions that steal your focus. Create rituals that cultivate productivity and peace. Through intentional time management, you reclaim control over your life and accelerate your progress. Develop resilience, the ability to bounce back stronger from setbacks and failures. Understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a vital part of it. Each challenge you overcome builds character, wisdom, and strength. Embrace adversity as a teacher, not an enemy. Let resilience be the armor that protects your dreams from the slings and arrows of hardship. Nurture your physical and mental well-being. Your body is the vessel through which your success flows. Strengthen it with movement, nourish it with wholesome food, and rejuvenate it with rest. Equally important is mental health. Practice mindfulness. Cultivate gratitude and surround yourself with supportive people. A healthy body and a clear mind create the foundation for sustained achievement. Give generously and without expectation. True wealth is not measured solely by what you accumulate, but by what you share. Giving connects you to a higher purpose, enriches your spirit, and creates a flow of abundance. Whether it is your time, knowledge, or resources, generosity opens doors, builds relationships, and fuels your own growth. Finally, cultivate unwavering faith in yourself and the process. Trust that your efforts, persistence, and commitment will lead you to your goals. Believe in your ability to grow beyond your current circumstances. Let faith be the compass that guides you through uncertainty and the anchor that steadies you in storms. With faith, every step becomes purposeful, every challenge surmountable, and every dream attainable. These 10 habits are not isolated actions, but an interconnected web that forms the foundation of your success. They require dedication, courage, and consistency. They ask you to rise above excuses, embrace discomfort, and persist beyond failure. Together, they transform not just your results, but your identity, turning you into the person capable of achieving the extraordinary. Your journey to wealth, positive change, and personal excellence begins now. Embody these habits with passion and purpose. Build each day upon the last. Watch as the life you envision unfolds not as a distant fantasy, but as your lived reality. This is your time. Rise to it. Own it. Master it. Every sunrise offers a fresh page in the story of your life. A new opportunity to live intentionally, to choose the habits that will carve your legacy. Success is not reserved for a lucky few. It is claimed by those who show up relentlessly, who decide every day that they will not settle for mediocrity. This is the discipline to change, the courage to grow, and the wisdom to persevere that separates the dreamers from the doers. Your attitude, like the rudder of a ship, steers you through calm seas and violent storms alike. When you anchor yourself in gratitude, you transform challenges into classrooms and failures into foundations. This gratitude is not passive appreciation. It is an active force that energizes your mindset, sharpens your vision, and sustains your drive. A grateful heart is fertile ground for abundance, and in its soil, your greatest aspirations take root and flourish. Words carry weight beyond measure. The way you communicate creates your world. Speak with clarity and conviction, for your voice is a powerful instrument shaping reality. Yet true communication is a dance of giving and receiving, listening deeply and expressing honestly. Through authentic connection, you forge alliances, inspire action, and build the networks that uplift and sustain you. Self-discipline is your internal compass, unwavering amidst the chaos. It commands you to rise before dawn, to labor when weariness beckons, and to persist when excuses whisper sweet seductions. Discipline is the architect of excellence, crafting habits that transform fleeting inspiration into lasting achievement. It is not a burden, but a gateway, one that opens to freedom through mastery of self. The mind is a garden. Tend it with intention. Nourish it with knowledge and insight. Protect it from the invasive weeds of doubt and negativity. Cultivate thoughts that empower and uplift. Your mindset is the sculptor of your future. The beliefs you hold shape the trajectory of your life. Feed your mind wisely, for it is the soil from which your actions and results grow. Never cease to learn. The hunger for knowledge is the fuel that propels you beyond limitations. Seek wisdom relentlessly in books, mentors, experience, and reflection. Transform knowledge into action, and action into growth. Learning is the steady drumbeat in the march toward greatness, keeping your edge sharp and your spirit vibrant. Time is your most precious resource, a finite currency to be spent with purpose. Prioritize with precision. Cut away distractions that erode focus. Build routines that maximize productivity and nurture balance. Through mastery of time, you reclaim control over your destiny and accelerate the path to your goals. Resilience is the strength forged in adversity's crucible. It empowers you to rise after every fall, to view setbacks as springboards rather than stumbling blocks. Embrace failure as a vital teacher, a necessary detour on the road to success. Your ability to persist and adapt shapes not just your outcomes, but your character. Honor your body and mind as sacred vessels of your journey. Engage in regular movement to strengthen, nourish yourself with wholesome food, and prioritize restorative rest. Cultivate mental wellness through mindfulness, gratitude, and positive relationships. A vibrant body and a clear mind form the foundation from which all success flows. Generosity is the secret currency of abundance. Give freely without expectation, sharing your time, resources, and wisdom. In giving, you connect to a greater purpose, create lasting bonds, and invite blessings in return. The ripple effect of generosity magnifies your impact far beyond what you imagine. Hold faith as a beacon through uncertainty. Trust in your capacity to grow, to overcome, and to succeed. Faith steadies your heart in storms and illuminates the path ahead when the way is unclear. It transforms persistence from a trial into a triumph, infusing your journey with hope and courage. Together, these 10 habits weave a tapestry of transformation, turning potential into power and dreams into reality. They require daily commitment, unwavering courage, and the resilience to rise each time you fall. Embrace them fully, and you will not only change your life, you will become the architect of your destiny, the master of your fate, and the hero of your story. Rise now with purpose, build with passion, Thrive with unwavering conviction. The life you envision is within reach, crafted habit by habit, choice by choice, day by day. Your greatness awaits your decision to claim it. Now is the moment when everything converges, the culmination of every choice, every habit, every relentless step you've taken toward your greatness. This is your awakening, your reckoning, your rise. You stand at the edge of who you were and the vast expanse of who you are becoming. The journey has not been easy, no path worth walking ever is, but through struggle, discipline, and unyielding faith, you have forged a spirit unbreakable and a vision unstoppable. Feel the power within you now, the fire that no longer consumes but illuminates, the strength that no longer wavers but commands, the clarity that no longer confuses but directs. You are the master of your mind, the architect of your destiny, the captain of your soul. No longer bound by fear, doubt, or limitation, you claim your sovereignty with fierce conviction. The habits you have built are your armor, your legacy, your victory anthem ringing loud and clear across every area of your life. This is not the end, it is the great beginning. The beginning of a life lived on your terms, fueled by purpose, guided by wisdom, and propelled by an unwavering commitment to rise higher every day. You are no longer a passenger tossed by the winds of circumstance. You are the storm itself, relentless and resolute, shaping the world with your vision and your courage. So step forward now, with confidence unshaken, with passion unrelenting, and with a heart wide open to all the possibilities that await. The future bows before your determination, and the universe conspires with your persistence. You are power incarnate, resilience embodied, and greatness realized. Own your journey, celebrate your transformation, and know this: the world needs your light, bold, bright, and unbreakable. Carry it forward. Illuminate the path for others. Live as the living proof that success is not a dream but a daily choice, a sacred habit, and a fierce commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. Rise, build, conquer. Your time is now.